Yo, what's up guys? 40 TV here. I finally got around to making a new vlog. So, meant to start a little bit earlier, but you know, life happens. Kind of busy morning. Here we are. I made a commitment to myself. Let's see if I can keep it. I want to start recording myself every single day. Not that I do anything that interesting, but it feels like there's times that I do, and I kind of wish I would have recorded it. And then I don't. It's a memory that disappears after a while. So another reason why I kind of want to double down on this. I want to look into the future and look back and be like, oh wow, I was doing this with these people that I haven't seen. I think it would be good memories, basically, what it comes down to. Today was a regular day for the most part. I had an appointment. Actually, I don't think I told you guys as far as a vlog, but I got a new job. I know, right? It's like 3 jobs this year. Not great, but I like where I'm at. I'm still doing sales, which is pretty cool. You know, I like to talk to people. I'm still doing sales, so that's a skill I want to keep working at. I want to be able to build it to mix it with a few other stuff in my arsenal, you know, my tools in my tool belt, if you will. So this is just another tool. So let me tell you what's happened today that I didn't get a chance to record. So today I went out to a house about 40 minutes away, 30 minutes. I do crawl spaces now. So I was supposed to go down this crawl space, check it out, and then make a bid and give it to, it was a realtor I was meeting up with. So what happened was the realtor's trying to sell the house and they need to check the crawl space because it flooded. So that's why I was there. The issue then became, because it was on a concrete slab, we cannot do anything. We would have trenched it normally to make sure all that water can find a way out, but because it's on concrete, I mean, what are we supposed to trench? Get a pickaxe down there? I mean, you already got limited space and you're trying to swing a pickaxe, like that's just not gonna happen. So I got home pretty early because of that. It was my only appointment of the day. Kind of a slow season at the moment, it looks like. This is my first year in this industry, so it took me a while to figure stuff out, be able to talk about it more confidently in front of homeowners, but I think we're getting the hang of it. So after that, I've been trying to sell this laptop. Put a picture of it right here somewhere. And it's been taking me a while, but I finally did it. I can even show you. I'll make sure to block him out, but we got money in the bank. So that was what I did this morning. You know, it's kind of fun. I just put up too for sale this GoPro. It's funny, I got this GoPro from where I used to work at a few years ago. This little like tweaker kid, his uncle owned the company, so he got a job. I mean, he looked like a tweaker. He kind of sort of acted like a tweaker, so maybe he was a tweaker, I don't know. But I would buy him lunch, or I don't know what the deal was. In return, he gave me this, which is cool. It still works and everything. I've had it for years at this point and I just never used it. So if you see it on Facebook, if you live in the Oregon area, hit up your boy. I need that. So the other thing too, or maybe you don't know the lure, but once upon a time was a roofer. So I still sometimes get calls for little stuff, little leaks people have going on. And right now that it's the rainy season in Oregon, people are hitting me up because they have active leaks. Not that many people, but this one specifically, I think we can get a couple $100 out of. So the situation with this one is this lady called me. She said one of her properties, her carport, it's leaking. And right now, because it's an immediate thing, they just want a quick fix, pretty cheap, couple $100 at the most, maybe. But she also said that she wanted a quote to replace the whole thing. It's not very big, maybe 15 by 15, if even that. So I'm taking a buddy with me. You'll see him in a bit. Check it out, because he knows a little bit more about flat roofing. So we're gonna try to help them out, give her a fair price, and see how that goes. All right, before we head out, I just want to take a quick moment. Let's praise God for everything that we have. We're not where we want to be at, but you know, if you just take a moment, take a deep breath, look immediate surroundings, your own flesh. You know, we're lucky to be here, and God's good. So we're about to go pick up our homie Eddie. We're gonna go check out his roof and see what's going on. All right, guys, ready to head out. Bam. Shout out to La Virgencita. As of today, her birthday is in 2 days. So, boom. Has anyone ever had issues in their 2018 Tacomas with this? Look at this thing, it just flopped out. There's no water leaking, but it definitely gets in the way when I try to close it. So, if anyone knows, let me know. Yo, what's up, G? What's up, bro? How we doing? Not too bad.
Hey, bro, shout out to all my hoes.
I'm
kidding, bro.
He's got no hoes. He's loyal, guys. He's loyal. All right.
What smell like? Bro, I was gonna go to Dispo, dog, but they fucking, I put my wallet, my ID.
Oh, shit.
I was like, oh, whatever.
Alright, so letting you guys know, we're gonna go check out a roof. Eddie's here's the flat roof expert.
We're gonna weld that bitch up. Well, see, how is it a mobile home or is it a
It's a carport.
carport? Oh,
Yeah, so it's a little, I think like 15 by 15 maybe.
Not much detail.
Nah, there's no nothing.
I'll probably just do that one, pops.
Alright guys, so we just checked out the roof. I was dying of my bladder. I thought it was gonna explode. We forgot to record anything while on the roof, but as you can see, we're having a good time right
Take care of
now.
that shit.
So right now, we're gonna relax for a sec. We're gonna get some food. I haven't ate all day. Eddie already ate, but we're about to send the lady how much we think we could do that work for. And if it hits, it hits.
If it hits, it hits, bro.
We're betting it all on black. So you can see right here, this is the roof. You can see from these next pictures that we have leaks coming through the plywood down to the carport. We look for any hole water might be able to go in through, and we found that there's a piece of metal had a bunch of nails through it, and we decided to caulk all the seams and every single little crevice where water might go through. All right guys, so I haven't ate all day. I just got some good old Subway. We're gonna meet back up with Eddie. We're gonna see what material he has and send out this estimate, see if we can land it. Alrighty guys, I'm here with your boy, my boy, whoa. I'm here with the homie Leo. He came over real quick, update his resume. Leo, tell the people where you want to apply to. This is the first time the public knows.
Oh yeah, so I don't know. This is going to look back at this from 10 years now. I'm like, dude, like, remember when you first got that idea? Yeah, so right now, my idea is to get into the police department, law enforcement. It's just something that I always wanted to do. And I guess kind of put it aside because I was chasing other shit that was not good for me. But life took its course, and now I'm here with 40, and he's helping me get to where I want to go.
Yeah, as soon as Leo becomes a police officer, we're getting deported.
Y'all the first to go.
First to go. But right now, we're going to go Canby, have a little Bible study sesh with our homie Oliver, young blood.
He's a good kid too. You know, it's very relatable to like the way we grew up. You know, we make a lot of mistakes, and not to say he's a troubled kid, but he is a good kid, and you know, I feel like we can be a positive influence on him because of all the mistakes we made, and we can just share that wisdom to him, and hopefully he can just reciprocate that, and somehow, some way he can help us, right?
Kind of like what you're doing with your own son in a way, like you're gonna show him like the stepping stones to not making the same mistakes you did. So this feels like in a way we'll be able to give back to the community by helping out Oliver in his time of need.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, him and himself too, he's pretty influential around the people that he's around. Being around him and his friends, seeing how much they interact and how they look to him, like he's a big part of it, you know. He's a big part of his community as well. So if we can influence him and then he can influence those people, I can see the bigger impact that way. So yes, it could be a really good thing.
But we need God to influence us, to influence him, to influence so on and so forth.
Yeah, we're all just vessels, and letting God, you know, change the world, not us, but through us. We're about to pull up, bro. Right now, we're passing the Dutch Bros.
Okay, bet. I'm gonna step outside. I'm inside KFC.
Okay.
I'll step outside.
Oh, you're inside KFC?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, there, bro.
So bought us food.
And 40?
What is
good, 40?
bro?
Go on that 40.
So, recording the vlog today, dog.
Stay sober?
Trying.
That's right. Shout out to 240's blog. About to get Bible study done. Stay blessed tonight.
Yeah.
Con el compa Leo.
You guys are gonna have to show me where to go.
Left.
Isn't Canby the Denny's all the way on the other side?
Fred
Yeah,
Meyer.
it's down the road, right?
You don't know Canby, dog?
Well, it's been a minute.
Oh, you
since-
grew up right down the street.
But like the Denny's, I remember it being like all
No.
It's over there.
No.
Is it right here?
No.
Si sabe. ¿Cómo que no?
Is that you smelling hella good, bro?
Yeah, free. I had a fuck. Es que I want to go run, way. Dije, no, mames, voy a correr, güey. I ran some 3 miles, you feel me?
That's right.
Do you know got swamp ass right now?
Mande?
Swamp ass?
Ya dije, fuck, voy a oler a fundido. Eso, fui y compré un pinche spray, güey, real quick.
But like right now, like we were talking with Leo, we were fixing his resume so he could be a cop. So it's like we're trying to find stuff that he did to be like, hey, this is why I should be a cop. What do you want to do? So maybe right now is a good time for you to start building those little like, hey, I worked at 7-Eleven and I had to deal with break-ins and shit, you know. That's a bad example.
Oh no, bro.
That's a bad example. That's why it's like you're that much better, like, or not better, but like
You're ahead of the game, bro.
you're ahead of the game in that way because, bro, if you surround yourself by the right people, bro, like that have the same idea as you, like they just want to They want to improve. Like, you're willing. That's the thing. That's the best part, is that you're willing to learn. Like, there's so many people like your homie. You said it yourself. Like, he's not willing. He's not willing. How can God work with people like that? If you ain't willing to learn, bro, he can't help you. You know, it's not until you're ready to recognize that he's been there the whole time and he's willing to help you achieve things in your life that you haven't even imagined yet. But it's all up to you.
All right, guys, we just dropped off Oliver. Me and Leo were just driving back. But Leo's spitting, so let's see if he can still remember it.
I tell 40 every single time not to tell me that he's doing something, just to
Camera's not here, bro. It's just you and me, dog.
When I get to thinking, I just let it flow. But then when I get to overthinking about my thinking, then it just stops.
We're talking about how many people has given us something that we then give to each other to become more.
Yeah, I mean, that's more so talking about like the tools, right? He uses us as vessels. But then what comes from the tools? There has to be a service or a product, like a combination of those things that's gonna come to fruition. It's gonna come about from this, like, right? Like I was telling you, the job's not done. I can't talk about the reward because the job's not done. But just hearing the encouragement and the acknowledgement, like, hey, you're doing the right thing. Like, hey, you're putting in that time. You're sacrificing your energy in that time. It is gonna come to something good, right? Like, it's hard work, but it's like, what would you rather be doing? It's hard work, bro, but imagine if we were still doing what we were doing before. Like, if we were still hanging out late, still doing drugs, still drinking, hanging out in the wrong places. Like, that's exhausting too. That's exhausting. But I'd rather be exhausted doing the right thing, you feel me? It's like, I'd rather be exhausted doing something that actually matters. Like, in the end, like, my girl can look at me and be proud of what I'm doing, what her husband is doing, right? Like, the same thing with my son. Like,
He's gonna watch this video 10 years from now.
He's gonna look in the future and be like, okay, that's my dad, and he was putting in those hours, you know? He didn't just let his past become his future. He allowed his past to stay in the past and not let it affect him in a negative way in his future. It's like taking what you've been through and allowing it to, you know, be an experience, but in a beneficial way. I think that's all like what he was saying right now too. Myron Golden.
Oh, I even Oliver.
Yeah, it's Myron. It's Myron. My bad.
Yeah, this guy's Myron.
It's Myron Golden. He says that we're stuck in the past. Like, people allow their past to be their futures. Like, you can't do that, bro. You have to change that. If anything, go the farthest away you can from that to create something new, because you're just a product of what the person before you knew. You know, like, your parents only know so much. They're gonna teach you everything that they know. It's up to you to break that and like break that limit, go from there. And then that's the beautiful part that I was telling you, is that I'm glad that he gave you your experience, your knowledge, and just the ability to hear you share those with me is amazing. Hearing Rafa share his experiences with me as well, it's a blessing. You know, even my friends too, that like, they're just blessed in other areas, and it's that much harder for them to see God's work, bro, because they're good at what they do, right? Like what we were talking about, God, it's easier to see God work in our weaknesses, and not in our strengths, but in our weaknesses. That way you can really see how powerful God is, like how capable, how creative he is. He doesn't work in our strengths, he works in our weaknesses. That way you can see how amazing he really is. Like, he's gonna use your weaknesses and turn them into your strengths. Just like the story that you were telling about, like little James, right? Little James, like, he was, you know, he was weak. He had a gimpy leg, and that was like always on his mind. But he turned that into his biggest strength. That way he can go to people that see him. It's like, oh, this guy, he walks with a limp. He's weak. He's not strong. But you know what is strong? His faith, bro, to keep on pushing and to spread God's word. That alone is way more impactful. Just like what you said. It's freaking beautiful.
Yeah, guys, part of the reason I really want to do these videos, for multiple reasons, one of them being I want to be able to look back at this 10 years from now, 5 years from now, a year from now, and be like, wow, I remember the exact mindset I was in and where I am today. Shout out to one of my cousins. He watches these videos, especially when I talk about God, and indirectly, I didn't even think about how close to people I can affect. Their ears are open. They're ready to accept the truth, you know? The truth being God. The truth being we can only do so much ourselves before we have to surrender ourselves to elevate ourselves, to become better. And a lot of the times, honestly, being better, I think we can really boil it down to sacrificing.
Yeah. And that's the beautiful thing about like getting together with people your same age, your same like mindset and things like that. Like we all are hungry. Like we're hungry for better. And in that in itself, it's like we're like where do we all have it, but we don't know what to do with it. We're like, okay, we chase what we think what we need. We chase that we think we need money, we think that we need a new house, we need a new car, we need all these things, but it's like, no, bro, we need to be hungry for God. We need to chase God. God's the one that's gonna set us free. He's the truth. He is the truth. Like that's what I was telling you. It's like instructions. He's telling you how to move, how to operate, and how to think. Like what to be more like. Like I was telling you, it's just like it's exhausting doing all the things that you think is right. Like, oh, I think I need a break. I think I need a beer. Maybe a little pick me up, a little whatever, you know, all the shit that we think that is, you know, what we need, but in reality it's the exact opposite of what we need. And he reminds us, he guides us and shows us like, all right, that's exactly what you don't need. What you need is love. You need to be filled with love. And it's tough, bro. It's hard work.
It's been said before, but it's not the destination, it's the journey. Because the journey is where we make mistakes, where we fall short, and because of those experiences, we're able to, like, I could tell you guys all my vices, all my flaws, and it doesn't sound great, but when someone else is going through it and they hear me talking about it, and obviously I'm not where I want to be in life, but it's inspiring to hear others go through the same situation. It's relatable, and you can open up other people's minds and hearts when your struggles weren't just for you to keep. You know, relate to others. I think I could have said that better, but Leo, I think you know what I meant, right?
It almost made sense.
It almost made sense.
It almost made sense. Let's just remind ourselves of that prayer we said earlier, right? Like it said, God, thank you for bringing us together tonight. We give you our past, our pain, and our old ways. Teach us to walk in the new life you have for us. Give us strength, give us discipline, and a heart that desires you. Help us become the men you created us to be. Amen.
Amen.
Right? That's so powerful, bro. Because it's all those struggles that we have, but it's so well put. It was so like well said. Like none of us can articulate that. We all think it. We all feel it. That's why it resonates with us. Like, but it's just like we're so used to like pushing our actual emotions, our real feelings to the back. Like, and that's why we don't really ever get no real change. That's why God is so powerful, because if you put Him first, He feeds us with that word. He gives us what we need to hear. That reminder.
Amen.
Amen.
All right, guys, that is it from me. Today was Successful Wednesday. I did a lot more than I usually do on a Wednesday. That was great. Shout out to anyone who made it through the video. Shout out to my homie Leo, the homie Oliver. It's a good little sesh. Sorry we couldn't show it all, but we're still a little camera shy. You know how it is. And let me know, comment below, guys. I'm here in the Oregon area. Let me know what there is to do. I do want to explore a little bit more. Good old explore again. Take more hikes, stuff like that. Introduce new characters to the Fortiverse. So we'll see how that goes. Until next time, peace and God bless.